Oh, no volume, sir. Can't hear you. Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's the Keep It P podcast. Come on, check on in, giving y'all a second to tap in before we start the message.
Okay, there we go.
Yes, sir. Nah.
Better, you can hear me now.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. So check it out. Before I got into this, we got a question. The question is, why don't white kids go to jail for nothing? Why is it now? Now this article we finna do, they finna attempt to say that this girl who shot at the police in a GTA style ambush with her and her little uh, white homeboy, they trying to get her off because they offering her too much time. That's what I get from it. 20 years. We'll be right back on the Keep It P podcast because yeah, I smell fish sticks for real. But they need to hold the mayo.
Music teaser.
Kendra, you're the best. Kendra Blackwood is the fucking best.
Hey.
Kendra Blackwood is pretty dope though, I must say.
Man, these Harlem shaking over here, what?
I love that song. This is the Keep It P podcast where we take news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And I am not trying to tell you what to think. I'm trying to show you how to think. That's the reason why I bust down the articles the way that I do. Okay? It's pretty simple. And this one, we got the hell spawn over here. The worst children ever. But watch how they attempt to try to explain on why. I think they even go so far as saying that a sentence would ruin this child's life. Not like the life that she was going to ruin if one of them cops was shot that she was shooting at with AR-15s. Not to mention that they broke into somebody's house and stole their guns and shot at the cops. Not to mention any of that. Don't worry about that.
Multiple attempted murders.
Right. Nicole Jackson-Maldonado. Is she a model citizen? Maldonado.
So sounding,
Real tethery to me.
I mean,
A teen accused of breaking into a house and shooting at deputies. Told accused of? No, it happened. We got the video. We saw it. We did the story.
we did the story.
Teen accused of breaking into a house, shooting deputies, told a friend that prosecutors offer her a plea deal that would send her to state prison for 20 years. So they already setting it up like it's some sort of kind of conspiracy, like she shouldn't get 20 years. That's first off.
20 years was a deal.
Right. That would be a starkly different outcome for her than the other now 13-year-old boy who ran with her on June 1st, 2021 from the Florida United Methodist Children's Home in the Enterprise and faced the same charges. The boy could be free from juvenile facility in less than 3 years.
What?
The boy could be free from a juvenile facility in less than 3 years. So he can shoot at the cops, ambush them and all that. He'll be right back out. No big deal. But if that was a black kid, they'd be charged as an adult. Just know that.
Then going for life with
30-year
no
life.
chance of parole.
Mm-hmm.
And if the death penalty was on the table, it would be that too, because they were shooting at police officers.
Period.
That's what would be happening right now if these were black children. Matter of fact, hold on. If this was black kids, there would have been no arrest.
They would have been dead.
You wouldn't have been on the radio. Don't shoot back. Don't shoot back. But they're shooting at us. We don't care. Take cover. Take cover.
But sir, they're shooting at us with an AK. It doesn't matter. Treat them with kid gloves. Because they was white.
What happened. You was told to stand down.
They're trying to force her into a plea bargain of 20 years in prison. All that is going to do is ruin this child's life, said Jean Bailey, a dealing woman who has befriended the teen and often talks to her on the telephone. So it wasn't going to ruin the cop's life at all or nothing like that, huh? Bailey said that Jackson-Maldonado, who was 14 at the time of her arrest, told of her 20-year prison sentence during one of the talks. The teen would be placed on probation following her release. Jackson-Maldonado public defender Larry Avalon declined comment after hearing. 7th Circuit State Attorney J.R. Lariza, spokesman Assistant State Attorney Brian Shortstein declined to comment as well. It isn't appropriate for our officers to discuss plea offers on open cases, he said. We will save our comments for the courtroom. Jackson-Maldonado, who turned 15 in jail. Oh, they want to.
Did you see that? Poor baby had to already spend her 15th birthday in jail. Don't you see the torture you're putting her through?
Her kid Sierra was in jail.
What's that? Who's that? Audrey Hyde tapping in?
What's up, Audrey? Where you tapping in from, mama? Sentenced to run consecutively. No, I don't know. He said she deserves life in prison. I agree. I totally agree. Where you tapping in from, Aubrey? Because you're family now. Once you tap in, you're family. Seattle in the hills.
Yay.
On the up top side of the game, on the Seattle side. It says Jackson-Maldonado, who turned 15 in jail, was charged in an adult court with attempted first degree adult court. I get it now. You're not supposed to be charging white kids with adults. What are you guys doing? You're gonna ruin her life. She needs to get out and be able to shoot at cops again. It's her right, you know. Anyway.
Oh my bad.
What?
We pronounced her name wrong. Aubrey.
My bad, mommy. Hold on real quick. Hello.
Yay.
Good morning. Tap into the show. I'm live right now. I'm gonna send you a link.
KIPP. Don't forget, we got the hotline 314-944-5477.
And just know that I will answer it for you. If y'all got questions or concerns, that kind of thing.
It's open 24/7. You can always leave a message or send a text, and your comment or concern will be addressed on air.
All right, hold on. Let me send this out to a special viewer real quick. Boom. All right. Jackson-Maldonado, who turned 15 in jail, was charged with this court. Says first-degree murder and she was charged with attempted first-degree murder of a law enforcement officer, firearm, burglary of a dwelling while armed, and criminal mischief causing damage of more $1,000 or more. Those are the same charges that the boy pleaded to. Since he was charged as a juvenile, the news said it's not naming him. The first two charges.
Hold on. So he got the same exact charges and got 3 years.
And they trying to say that she should get 3 years too. This is what they trying to say. How you gonna put her in jail for 20 years? Don't you know she white? Like, what's wrong with you guys?
Whoa.
It said the boy was adjudicated guilty in March in juvenile court and was sent to a maximum risk commitment program where youths generally spend 18 to 36 months in the facility, depending upon their behavior and response to treatment. When the boy leaves the facility, he will be on conditional release, a juvenile version of probation. So you can shoot at the police and damn near kill him, get a couple years, and get out on probation.
Did you see how they try to sending them to the maximum juvenile,
the maximum risk
the
commitment program?
maximum juvenile?
What? He said Jackson-Maldonado has been held without bond. Oh, so held without bond at the Versailles County Branch Jail since her release from the hospital several days after the incident when she was shot by deputies after she walked out of the house with the firearm and pointed it at them, according to report. I remember that. She should have died.
Well, hold on. They do. So you do know how to shoot just to maim and to take in alive. So if you have a weapon, you do know how to. It don't matter how many police are there. You didn't just why everybody didn't start shooting and she turned into Swiss cheese. One person shot strategically, striking her in a non-lethal manner where she could be apprehended peacefully after trying to take your life. So you do have the restraint and the professionalism to do that, do you?
Isn't that interesting? It says she's appeared in adult court on Thursday before the Circuit Court Elizabeth Blackburn for a case management hearing. Avalon told the judge that they were still taking depositions in the case. The Assistant Attorney General, Sarah Thomas, agreed that they needed more time. Oh, to get her off? Blackburn set up a hearing for June 8th, which at the time, judge would have said that there was a better idea of whether the case was headed for trial. That's where the teens should take the case to trial, said Bailey. She said that she spoke to Jackson-Maldonado several times on Wednesday, and because the girl was nervous about Thursday's court hearing. Bailey said that she written a letter to Lazaro saying that Jackson-Maldonado has been overcharged. Wow.
You got the same charges as the other dude who got 3 years.
But she was overcharged because this time she's looking at 20 years and she's not supposed to have that. She's white. She's overcharged. It says, she said, Jackson-Maldonado was remorseful. Now this is a freaking splain article for this lily white girl who shot at the police. Make it make sense. She knows what she did was wrong. She knows she deserved punishment, said Bailey, admitting that getting shot several times and spending a year in the county jail was sufficient punishment for a 15-year-old. Now she gets to tell you how much that was sufficient. That's all I need. Y'all shot me. You know you wasn't supposed to shoot me. I'm white. That's punishment enough. She's scared. She doesn't want to take it. She doesn't want to take it, and we're encouraging her not to take it. We are encouraging her to go to trial, Bailey said. We don't believe that a jury will be better. Listen to this. We do believe that a jury trial will be better for Nicole than the system that has already failed her and just wants to lock her away for good. You talking about like what y'all do to black people and kids and everybody in this? You talking about that? Don't do that for her.
Whoa.
But she just told you, let's sit her in front of some other lily white people because they know they're going to be on code and they're going to say that she doesn't deserve to go to jail.
Whoa.
They just told you.
20 years was the gift. That's a gift.
Bailey was in the courtroom Thursday, and after the hearing, she walked back to her Jeep where she had placed a sign on the vehicle's windshield that read, "Justice for Nicole." White people make me sick. Justice for Nicole. They be hijacking all type of shit.
So it's just justice for anybody at this point. No matter what you did, no matter what's going on, it's just justice for whatever we say it is. We'll say it's justice.
I hold on. Here go the sign. Look at this. DCF and GAL failed Nicole. Really? You know what? I get it now. Bailey looks a little Maldonado, yeah, she's a tether. She's an immigrant. She is. And they're saying, well, y'all let other white kids get off. She look white too. Let her off. Why y'all doing her like that? Felicity County Sheriff's Mike Chetwood last year had expressed some willingness to forgive Jackson-Maldonado after she wrote an apology letter. Man, I'm about to pick this monitor up and throw this shit outside.
I've been trying to take this serious the whole time.
The police? The sheriff?
Wow.
He expressed some willingness to forgive after she tried to kill your officers, cuz.
Multiple officers with an AK. With Chopper City. Chopper City on you.
When asked about the 20-year prison offer, Chitwood declined to comment because he has not yet spoken to the state's attorney's office. Maldonado was also accused in April 2021, before the shootout, of setting fires in vacant lots in Palm Coast, according to Flandre County police officers.
Oh, hold on. You're a delinquent.
Remember we said that she was setting fires. She was doing all type of shit.
Oh yeah, man, this is all coming back. You're a menace to society.
And they trying to let her out. One of the fires threatened a house and damaged a fence. Report said she is not charged as an adult in that case. So y'all didn't charge her as an adult in that case. Why y'all trying to charge her an adult in this one? She white. She should get on.
A kid over in this one and an adult in that one. You failing
her. She has also been taken into custody a number of times under the state's Baker Act, which allows for involuntary commitment of someone who is deemed a threat to themselves or others. The boy involved in the incident has also been Baker Acted. So we just got two regular run-of-the-mill, devilish, do whatever the hell.
Clyde?
That's what they called them.
Natural-born killers?
That's what they called them. That's exactly what they called them. It said the boy enters a no contest plea. In March, the boy entered a no contest plea to the same three charges that Jackson now faces. Circuit Court Linda Galston adjudicated the boy guilty and sentenced him to a maximum risk, blah, 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 blah. The Georgia Reserve ruling on the restitution pay for the damages to the house. Near the end of the boy's hearing, Velocity County Sheriff's Office's Deputy Don Maxwell stood up and spoke to the boy. Uh-oh, what the hell did he say? During the shooting, Maxwell had taken cover as the boy and the girl shot at deputies, bullets striking the tree Maxwell stood behind. He was standing, but sir, they're shooting at me. Pew, pew, pew.
Fam, why is this so GTA, man? Fam, what is this? This is the Tom Clancy novel again. Okay, could you start over? I didn't mean to interrupt. Okay. Give it a little bit of that. You got to read it right, man. You're not reading it right, man.
Okay.
Read it again. Okay. Read it again.
During the shooting, Maxwell took cover as the boy and the girl shot deputies, striking bullets at the tree where Maxwell stood, according to the reports. Maxwell looked towards the boy and he told him he was forgiven.
What?
Whoa, wait a minute. This is the biggest on code I'm white and I say so y'all don't punish little white killers article ever. The police looked at this guy in court and said, I remember you. I forgive you. I challenge you to do better, Maxwell said. I want to see you one day be the person that I know you can be. You have a big heart?
Never have I ever.
You have a long life ahead of you, and I will say a prayer for you every day after you try to shoot me with an AK.
the caucasity.
Are you serious? You notice that's at the end of the article too. Oh no, there's more. Oh shit.
But wait, it gets worse.
What? Oh my God. Jeff Dean, who was the boy's defense attorney, said that the child was remorseful. Yeah, because they about to go to jail. He learned
This
a
is
lot.
fondle your balls dub S porn right here. This is dub S porn.
Man, this is white supremacy on full display right here. This is I'm white and I said so. And if you question me, I'm gonna shoot you.
Damn.
He said, listen to this bull crap. He learned a lot from this, Dean said about the boy. He apologizes for everything that happened. He is sorry for everything that occurred. What the fuck am I reading, man? I'm sorry I'm cursing, but this should be on Raw.
This is a love letter.
This is like, it said Dean thanks Maxwell and praised law enforcement and first responders for avoiding an unmitigated tragedy when they confronted the two children.
Oh, they're still children, huh? Still children.
Unmitigated tragedy.
How to get away with attempted murder.
So when it's black kids or unarmed black people, it's mitigated. That's what you're saying? I mean, it'll only be one way.
Wow.
After the boy's hearing, Maxwell declined to comment whether Jackson-Maldonado should receive the same outcome in her case, saying he could not comment since the case was still open. Boy, they on code like a mother.
Wow.
All right, if y'all don't know, this is what they did. On June 1st, Jackson-Maldonado gets into an argument with staff at the Florida United Methodist Children's Home. First of all, it's a God's home. And you up there boxing with God. You messed up right there.
Right there.
Children's home and Enterprise where she was living. It all started, according to the report, because she wanted to go outside and catch lizards.
I'm Dwight and I say so. And this is what I want to do. And since I'm not, this is my this is how they throw a tantrum, P.
Jackson-Maldonado, then 14, and then a boy 12 years old, ended up breaking into a house, armed themselves with an AK-47 and a 12-gauge shotgun and a pistol that they found inside. The boy later told investigators once they found the firearms and deputies arrived, the girl said that she was going to take them on like the video Grand Theft Auto. So it's
bam, boom. We said it was GTA in the place to be. We told you we did the story already. You should have been watching the show. See, you would already been up on game.
But this is my thing. This is my thing, though. With that admittance and all of that, doesn't that mean that there was a premeditated attack and maybe the charges should be even enhanced?
Inspector.
According to boy Jackson-Maldonado said, I'm going to roll this like GTA, Chitwood said last year. When Velocity County Sheriff's deputies surrounded the house, Jackson-Maldonado and the boy started shooting at the deputies. Deputies initially held their fire, but in the end,
initially held their fire. Where was that energy for Lil Fam when you rolled up Tamir Rice, P, and your car's still rolling? You ain't put the car in park, then you got out and you was shooting, P.
You shot the dude from the rolling car on the drive-by. You shot the little boy on the drive-by. Says deputies initially held their fire, but in the end, deputies shot Maldonado after they said she pointed a gun or a rifle at them, according to the reports. At least one deputy said he believed she fired the weapon. The boy surrendered and was not shot. Wow, dude. So the question still remains. Why don't little white kids go to jail? One, because their little numbers is low. That's where we getting all of this little Roe versus Wade. They're trying to stop them abortions and all of that. Numbers getting low. So in order to combat that, nobody goes to jail. That's it. Don't matter what they did. They could have shot your grandma. They could have shot at cops. They could choke people. Do whatever. They don't go to jail. Because in this article, they saying that she should not get 20 years. You should not do that.
Period.
Even though she said no, even though she said that she wanted to do the cops like GTA, which is a premeditated offense. That's all I got for y'all, man. This shit's ridiculous. This is like the most idiotic, ridiculous story I've ever seen. That's all I got for y'all, man. We'll be back at 12 o'clock with some more news. He said, won't their numbers be lower from killing each other? But see, good question. Kate, who was that? Kate Muhammad asked that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good question. Yeah, but they don't care because that negates white supremacy. You can't go against letting white people do what they want to do, even if that means killing you. You can't let white people go against doing what they want to do, even if that means that they can kidnap a governor and get off. I'll make sure. It said, I'll make sure to turn it again. It's my first time. Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed the knowledge. You see what I'm saying? Said, thanks for the news. No problem, man. That's what we do. That's what we do. This is what BET is supposed to be. Yeah, it's bad for the optics. You're right, BB Gaines. They cannot. That's why these stories seem progressively idiotic, because now what you're going to see is, if you can't put a lid on it, then it's going to get more out of control. And the more out of control it gets, is the more that they have to side die and lie to let the shit fly. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. But we gonna ask the questions. I know they're gonna be all in the comment section on this one. I can't wait for the hate comments on this one. Yeah, we talking about little lily white kids, fam. Stop letting them kill everybody. There's an idea. How about ass whoopings? Those work. Timeouts don't work, fam. The first time he said, "Mom, stay in your fucking business," if you ain't smack him in his mouth right then, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
You let him say that. So now when he's shooting you with the gun that you bought him because you took his Xbox away, we gonna report on the story.
Right.
We're gonna report on it.
Sad but true.
Yep. When your Xbox get taken, when you take his Xbox away and he shoot you in the head, we're gonna report on the story. And we're gonna go into gruesome blow by blow detail about your idiocy. Anyway, couple house maintenance things and majiggies. I appreciate everybody that's been going over there to that young petitiones and getting down, letting them know we real close to the 100. Let's go ahead and get to that 100, and this is why.
Be one to the family. This is Kendra Blackwood of Hot Lava Music TV and the Hot Lava Media Group. And I come to you today with an urgent call to action. And with that being said, this petition is to demand the U.S. government immediately make anti-black racism a public health crisis is now an active campaign at change.org. And after this message, I'm going to need you to go over there and show your support. Right after you smash that like and subscribe if you have not already. Make sure you hit that bell for notifications. It doesn't cost you a thing. Now, this is a petition to demand cash reparations for foundational Black Americans addressing two critical components. So what is anti-Black racism? Anti-Black racism is defined here as policies and practices rooted in American institutions such as government, finance, education, healthcare, and justice that mirror and reinforce economic deprivation, racially targeted laws, beliefs, attitudes, prejudice, stereotyping and/or discrimination toward foundational Black Americans. What is a public health crisis, you ask? Well, a health crisis or public health crisis is a difficult situation or complex health system that affects humans in one or more geographic areas, from a particular locality to encompass the entire planet. Health crises generally have significant impacts on community health, loss of life, and on the economy. And ultimately the solution to the problem, it is imperative that the United States government declare anti-Black racism a public health crisis for foundational Black Americans. In 2020, as a community, Asian Americans experienced only 287 hate crimes nationwide. However, FBA in the same year suffered 2,871 reported hate crimes. As we know, those are just the reported accounts according to the F.B.I.S Foundational Black Americans. We know that the number should reach in the billions daily. This resulted in a 94-1 unanimous decision to pass into law an anti-Asian hate crime provision to make Asian a protected class. With anti-black racism being thousands of times more prevalent and permeating within the fabric of America, we ask that you sign this petition to say, we are sick of studies and commissions to study forums and meaningless holidays and nothing burger symbolic gestures. We demand the U.S. government to urgently disperse the first initial reparations cash payment of $20 trillion to the surviving descendants of American chattel slavery. AKA, cut the damn check. And I mean that. Jack. On my ancestors for real for real. I proudly digress. Anyway. Check out the new Slave Patrol documentary. Pull up season on you sucker MCs. Don't forget to join us on Patreon. I got 4 words for you. Go grab a shirt. And love, peace, blessings and Meloa. Be
Music TV.
Yes, sir, on the dresser. And with that being said, I bid you guys adieu. We will see you at the 12 o'clock hour with a whole bunch of power. Get your little funky self in the shower. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. Go copy some of that FBA gear now. Say it with your chest.
Music TV.